video, it's gonna be a review and first impression on this new oil-free flawless face kit from Mercier. You say that? I don't know. So I recently got this about 4 days ago maybe, and it's a kit which includes all her, I guess, most used items and the most like popular items from her makeup line. And yeah, so I was intrigued because I actually wanted this big what is it called? I guess it's called a velour puff. And I also wanted to try this sponge right here that comes in the bottom. I saw this kit and I was like, okay, I have the Mercier Tinted moisturizer already and I love it. It's like my go-to BB cream lately for the past like 2 months, I believe, and I've been loving it. It's like one of the best tinted moisturizer to me that covers me and leaves me like a flawless look, and it doesn't leave me oily or like, it actually covers like my my imperfections and all that. So I like that that it does that, and it leaves me just looking nice and natural, and I could walk out the house just wearing that, literally. So if you guys want to see how all this stuff works out, just keep watching. So first I'm going to go in with the foundation primer, and it's oil free, and this is great for dry and oily skin. I believe it's more for oily skin because it is oil free, so you won't have that nasty oily feeling. I actually do have this product. I have samples of it. And it doesn't feel sticky, it just feels hydrating. It doesn't feel, well, it doesn't have oil in it, so it's not going to leave your skin feeling like you have sunblock on. It doesn't feel that. It just feels really nice and primed. It just feels good. My skin is combination to dry skin. I don't have like super duper like dry skin that it's annoying. I have combination that in the summer I get not shiny or anything like that. I get like sweaty, and then like around here and here I sweat. So the rest of my face is pretty much dry. This area right here, which I think to most of us that's where it happens, especially if you're dry skin. These areas right here are where I get the most dryness, and sometimes right here between my eyebrows. So now that my primer is on my skin, I'm gonna give it about 30 seconds to a minute for it to settle in, and then go in with the tinted moisturizer. So by the way, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video that the kit that I got is in nude. It looks like that. So now that my primer has settled in, it doesn't feel like it's there. It just feels hydrating, and my skin feels smooth, and it just literally makes my skin feel nicer and just glowy a little bit. So next I'm gonna go in with the tinted moisturizer, which looks like this. And I actually have this one in the bigger size. I am in natural on that one, and this one's in nude. I believe that they only came out with 2 kits, which is this one, which is called nude, and another one which is medium to dark skin. And this one was actually a little bit too white for me, but since I could warm it up with a bronzer afterwards, it'll work out great for you. So now I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm going to put it all over my face. You're supposed to use this sponge. So it says to use the sponge with your primer, but for the primer I'd rather just use my hands with that. And so I'm going to use it with the tinted moisturizer, and like I said, this one's in nude, and it's oil free as well, and it has SPF 20, so you don't have to worry about putting too much sunblock. Unless you're very fair, I would highly recommend to put sunblock underneath just in case, because I know from friends that I have that they're very fair and they do tend to naturally burn, so that makes their what is it called, their freckles like get darker. So I would highly recommend to put more sunblock underneath. Not too much, just maybe one layer. And then since you're going in with this one, and this one has SPF already in it, it'll just give you more, you know, more coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my hand. Not too much. I think I probably used too much already, but just like a little, like quarter size. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it like this. Just dabbing it all over my face. It's very smooth. It's very like it's not hard, but it's just very dense. So it just, you can feel that it's packing on your foundation or the tinted moisturizer. I like that you could get like right in the corner, like around your nose with this. You could even use a tip to push it in there. And then the rest, I'm just gonna put it around my forehead. And I think that was actually a good size, like a quarter size. I think it's pretty good. So there, so can you guys see the difference on my skin? It actually doesn't feel like it's too light for me. It actually seems like it blends in nicely. Even though it is a tinted moisturizer, it does give you good coverage though. I don't know, like on my monitor, I feel like I look more pale, but on like in person in the mirror, I feel like it actually blends in with my skin, and it might look darker a little, I mean it might look a little bit white, but not like too extreme. So that is a sponge right here that I used. It actually feels nice to be able to push it into your skin instead of just, you know, blending it all with your fingers. I usually use a brush. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? The brush that I use is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is like my go-to BB cream face brush. I just like the way it blends everything out. It just goes on smoothly and just makes it look even better. So if you guys can see the difference from before and now after, how it actually covered my face. It blended all my imperfections out. It just makes them look like they're not there, but they're still there in a way, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I mean, I have this really bad pimple that's been here for about 2 weeks, and it does not want to go away. Like, I have no idea why, but whatever, you know. So next, I'm gonna use this 2-in-1 concealer, and it has, well, actually 3-in-1 concealer. It's called the Undercover Pot, a combination of 3 of our best-selling products to make concealing quick and easy. So this is what it looks like. So the powder is down here, if you guys can see, and then when you open it up, and it has a little mirror right here, and it has 2 concealers. One, which is on my left, is more of a like peachy tone, light cream peachy tone, and then the other is more of a nude. So that's what you get. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with the brush that it comes with, and it's this what is it? It's the Secret Camouflage brush, and it's like a small pointy concealer brush. Not your typical concealer brush, but this one's more pointy, and usually concealer brushes are round. The other brush that it comes with is this other one, and this is more of your typical concealer brush. It's more round and bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and use the peachy beige color underneath my eye and apply it with this brush. So I'm going to look down and just apply it like this. This brush is very pokey. So I think I'm just going to apply it with this and just blend it out with my finger or with the sponge actually. So I'm just putting a little bit on that. And then just use the tip of the sponge just to kind of push it in and blend it all together. This concealer feels really thick, not too thick. Not like if you have tried the Pro Longwear concealer, then that's a very thick concealer. But this one's nice. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's just a really nice concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my eyelid too, just to even that color out. And just like that. Can you guys tell the difference from this eye that's concealed to this eye that's not? I don't know if you guys can. But yeah, that's how it looks like. I like that it looks a little bit brighter. It actually doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, you guys. Like, it doesn't feel at all that I'm wearing anything. It just looks like I actually got some sleep. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the other side. I'm actually just gonna use my finger for this one. And this one feels a little bit more harder. I don't know why the left one feels a little bit more creamier and not too stiff. Like, this one feels a little bit stiff and dry. I don't know if it's supposed to feel like that, but it just does to me. And I'm just gonna put this like right here just to brighten up the under eye. And then I'm also gonna use it to cover up any, you know, imperfections like that pimple I told you guys. And then around my nose as well. If it gets red, you should always conceal that part, so it kind of stops it or keeps it from getting red. And then just around some little like veins that I have right here going on. And then just like on my chin where I have where I have some discoloration that I wanna cover up, and then around my nose. So next I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Exactly what I did to this eye, I'm gonna do to this eye. Okay, so now that all that it is done, really? Okay, so now that all of that is done, my face is pretty much covered up with the Tinted moisturizer, and then I went in with the duo concealer to cover up the under circles and all that you guys saw. So now I'm just gonna open this up like this, and it has a little like paper or plastic thing that blocks from the powder to come out. So with that, I'm gonna go in with my, the camouflage powder brush. And it looks like a concealer brush like I showed you guys earlier. So I'm going to take the brush and just press it on. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that underneath my eye. Now I'm going to pour in a little bit more for the whole face. So for that, I'm gonna go in and use that Mercier puff thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set my whole nose and my forehead with that amount. Since it's translucent and it's supposed to be clear, I feel like it just gives you kind of like a lighter tone to your face because it is a white powder. So this is the final look, you guys. If I look too pale, it's because this kit only comes in nude, and it comes in a medium or darker for medium darker skin tones. So that's why I look pale. On the monitor I feel like I look really pale. In person I feel like I look a little bit lighter than my skin, but like I said, you could always go and bronze it up. So now I'm gonna go in and just put on some lipstick because I feel like I look too pale. And I'm just using the Buxom lip gloss in Berry Blast, and it looks like that. So that is all the products that came in the, you know, the, what is it called, the oil-free flawless face kit. It's recently new because I went to Sephora actually like 2 weeks ago and I didn't see it there, and I just went, like I said, 3-4 days ago, or 4 or 5 days ago, and it was actually there. So overall, this kit, I feel like it's great for just anybody that doesn't have time to do your makeup and you just need something that's quick, that you're ready in 5 minutes and you're ready to walk out the door and go to work, go to school, or whatever the case is. Especially, I would highly recommend this for a mom. And if you're a mom, you understand that you have barely any time to get ready. So now I have 7 reasons why I think this whole kit is a great investment. All these products are travel friendly. This kit includes everything you need for a no makeup look, and for all of us that just want to look nice and natural, or if you want to go to the beach, this is a great look for you to wear to the beach because it doesn't look like you have anything on, but you do secretly. Is this tinted moisturizer. If you haven't tried this, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best tinted moisturizers out there. It has great coverage, and for a tinted moisturizer, like a BB cream, it's literally a BB cream. It's just called tinted moisturizer. Same thing. It gives you nice coverage. In this kit, you get some full-size products. Besides these two, the rest, like the brushes, are full-size. The concealer and the powder is actually an item that's sold separately, and it's exactly the same size. So this is an actual full-size product that you get in here. And then you get this full-size puff thingy, and then the full-size sponge. A cute makeup bag, a new cute makeup bag, and it's great because it's clear. You get to see all the products that you put in there, so you know exactly what you have. Also, it fits most of your brushes. Right here I'm using that, you know, expert face brush that I showed you guys. I'm putting in the large Sigma powder brush F20 in there, and they all fit, okay, they all fit in there perfectly. And I'm using my e.l.f. blush brush in there. What else? This, you know, Sigma powder brush. It just all fits perfectly in there. So you could use this as a, you know, makeup bag with some of your favorite brushes. You get to honestly try some of the best, Laura Mercier's best sold products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, first impression, all those things. And if you guys like this video, give it a like down below please, and leave me any comments of things you guys want to see in the future. I have some videos that I want to put up, but I also want you guys to tell me what you guys want to see, any new products that you guys saw at the drugstore, or any products that you guys saw at Sephora, Ulta, whatever the case is, or whatever store you guys want me to try something out. Just let me know. And yeah, that is all for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!